morning and welcome to my super chaotic studio. It's a bit more chaotic than usual because we're prepping for Art-a-Whirl. Art-a-Whirl is one of the biggest open studio events, I think honestly in the country. It's definitely the biggest one in the Twin Cities area. Hundreds of studios and studio buildings that are all studios open their doors for people to come in, meet artists, shop in person, and a lot of the restaurants and breweries in the area open up, are throwing on events. So it's a really fun time. If I wasn't working, I would just be here to enjoy the vibe. So even though my studio is in Northeast, which is where this event is mostly happening, I have been paying for a space in the heart of the action at the Earl Giles parking lot. This year I'm actually doing a double booth. Thankfully, this is not the first event of the season, and we have, as you can see, like a lot of inventory and supplies ready to go. Double booth means twice the amount of display space. To kind of prep for this, I did a lot of painting of my display, adding in some more cute elements. We made a pegboard so that can store some of my things that are smaller and kind of random, like stickers and magnets. So even though we've got a lot of inventory and things prepped, there is still things that have to be done. This is actually my first event where I will not be working the entire time. It happens to be my cousin's wedding on Saturday evening. I'll be setting up all morning, working a little bit in the afternoon, but then I'm handing off the reins to my studio assistant and one other person to run this event for me. In order for everything to go well, that requires just me being extra prepped, because I will say sometimes for events I leave things to the last minute or don't do things knowing that I will be able to figure it out because I'll be working it. With other people working it, everything just has to be super buttoned down. A couple of things I'm going to be doing to make it easier are adding barcodes to a lot of the inventory, which feels like a really big task, but it's actually pretty easy. The other stuff, going through the inventory we have prepped, things like thank you notes, shopping bags, extra batteries, waters, like all of that kind of market items are all ready to go for these guys. That being said, preparing for every eventuality. So those are the two biggest things that have to happen in the next 3 days, and I think it's totally doable. Buckle up and get going. Check out how cool this is. Here's everything all stickered up. Okay, so if I go here, it literally added it straight to cart. There it is. That's gonna make things so much easier for checking out. I'm super excited about having this. It's been successful so far. Got a lot of barcoding done, and we did a little training for someone who's new to help run the booth, getting them all set up in our point of sale system. And I feel like the booth is gonna be in really good hands. 1:30, time for a coffee break at Dogwood. It's 5:30, made some really great progress. A lot of things stickered, UPC'd. I got a little mini scanner gun. It's itty bitty, but this is gonna be really great for checking people out. It'll make it really easy to scan things that are on like our little scan sheets. So all the different colors of straws or all the different stickers. That way we're not having to tag every single individual item. So that I think is going to be a huge help. And then the last thing I wanted to show you was a couple new items that we have for the event. These fans, super cute. So this one is just like my cute flowers, bright pink, super fun and summery. Again, also summery, but had some fun working with a different color palette. Like I don't usually do a lot of blues, kind of do something different and fun. I think it's gonna be like one of the hottest days so far, almost 80 degrees. So that's kind of where it's at for today. Tomorrow is just more inventory prep and pulling out all of the display stuff. I think the only other thing I'm gonna try to get done tonight is painting this bulletin board, because I want to hang that on our front door in case we're not here, so people know they can find information about who we are, what we sell, ways to shop. So not so bad for a day's work, and we've got another one coming tomorrow. Thursday, I'm walking up to the studio and they posted the maps for Art-a-Whirl. All right, today is a little bit more of the same, still fully in Art-a-Whirl prep mode. Someone told me about Springboard for the Arts, which is, I believe, a nonprofit in Minnesota that basically has like a bunch of different equipment rentals. They mostly do things like for photography or scanning. So if you like make original artworks and you need a large format scanner to scan your art, they have that library there that you can just go and do it. So that's super, super cool. And I definitely want to go back after Art-a-Whirl and kind of check out the other stuff that they've got. But that being said, they did have a tent, which I reserved for myself. Still have more inventory to prep. I got through a big chunk of glasses and mugs, but there were still a few things I need to pull together. I also have to post about it. I have not posted that I'm doing Art-a-Whirl or where I will be, because we're not really going to be in the studio unless it's really bad rain, which it looks like it's going to be rainy on Sunday. So I need to post about that though, so people know where to find me. Lots of things to do. Some of that it can be done tomorrow, but just going to keep going at the list and get as much done as I can today so that tomorrow is mostly chill, loading up our car. Let's get started. It just took me over half an hour to use a template and create a reel. Done is better than perfect. I did post about my fans on my Instagram stories. Kind of exciting to see that the goat one ended up being far and above the most popular one. We've got it with 2 coats of paint, so hopefully dries really well overnight. Super easy, assuming the paint didn't bleed through, and considering I didn't like sand it or do any prepping, it's just gonna be what it is. But I love the color. I think it'll be really cute. I think it's just gonna be a really great way to be able to communicate with people where they can find me, be it across the street or online or yada yada yada. I've made good progress, but there's still just like a bunch of stuff that needs to be done. And almost 5 o'clock. I'm leaning towards wrapping things up for the day and finishing up the computer things I needed to do, because tomorrow it'll be myself, my studio assistant in here, and it's the last day, so we have to get everything done. I don't know if me staying late tonight will necessarily like really change the amount of stuff that has to happen tomorrow. I think we'll be done for the day. So I lied. I made my to-do list. There's a lot that needs to be done. So I'm gonna stay a little bit longer and finish up a few things. First of which is this brand new sticker organizer. I have not really ever sold stickers in my shop, and I just kind of did a big drop of stickers and realized I didn't really have a good way of transporting them. I will show you. This is kind of the current. It's just all mixed up in a big box. Not an ideal situation to be storing things in. So I found this organizer. It's technically for storing photos, but it's a 4x6. It's like little boxes of 4x6 cases, which is perfect because my sticker sheets are 4x6. Perfect. Okay, that is so nice. I think that's going to be super helpful. So I'm going to organize all my sticker stuff, and then the other thing I'm going to do is organize my market box. Again, just another thing easy to do, and maybe I'll go through my cash box too. Let's keep working. We are clocking out. Stickers organized, market box cleaned and organized. There's a lot going on, but the goal is to try to finish up everything by Friday, tomorrow at 5. That's it for today. See you tomorrow. It's Friday and things are still running a little slowly. Still prepping inventory, believe it or not. This morning, at least the scan sheets got done, and I've been trying to pull everything together. So it's 7 o'clock, the car's basically loaded. Just gonna grab the last few things from the studio, make sure the cars are all packed up and ready to go, and then we're gonna head over to kind of where I'm gonna be tomorrow, but there's, I have a couple friends that are vending outside, a couple buildings are open, and Dessa is playing tonight. And I'm also really hungry, so hopefully there's a food truck over there because your girl needs to eat. It's happening, it's finally time. I'm so excited. So let's go have some fun. Good morning. It is 7:30 and at the studio by my U-Haul, ready to go. We're getting to the venue a little bit early because our setup just takes so freaking long and I've never had to set up 2 tents before. The weather's beautiful and yesterday, last night, the energy at Art-a-Whirl was just perfect. So I think today's gonna be a really great day. Let's do this. It's 9:30. We've got most of the shelving set up, so I feel like we're making pretty good time. I'm about to start putting products on the displays. Yeah, let's do it. Keep that shot going here. It'll be 16 minutes. Nice. Okay, and let me get this in an envelope for you. Thanks so much. I love this print. Thanks guys so much. Have a good one. Okay, it's 1:30, believe it or not. People started shopping around 11 and we were not ready for it. So it's been kind of a chaotic ending to getting ready, just a lot of things all over the place, but it's already super duper busy. I'm really happy I have 2 people who are really smart to help run this. It's really hard to not want to stay here and just run everything. I have to go. It is Sunday morning and we're getting ready to whirl for day 2. The wedding last night was super fun and we turned up like just the right amount. We're here at the studio. I think it's like 8:30 and I've been here for about a half hour. It was really crazy yesterday. I was like checking in on our sales. We were selling through a ton. I'm going through the list that my studio manager left me for restocking and it's like everything. So we're just gonna see how much we can get done before the market starts. Let's get prepping. The tent is still here, so that's really great. Just getting everything restocked. It's a little bit after 10, so, but yeah, we're in pretty good shape. I couldn't restock everything, so I'm sure we'll run out of some stuff, but it is what it is. I'm also really curious what foot traffic is gonna be like today since it is really stormy looking outside. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Just excited to be here in person today after not being here yesterday. Let's get set up and open shop. Just like that, another Art-a-Whirl comes to a close. I don't think I recorded hardly at all because it was just really busy all day. Definitely not as busy as yesterday, but we really lucked out with the weather. Definitely getting a little gray and stormy, so we're gonna start packing up and get out of here before it starts to rain. Super ready to just go home, relax, and I think we're gonna order Thai food.
Wasn't me. These are the culprits right here. These 2
yeah, but
wind flaps right here.
But who set that system up?
I did the best with what I had. I am underpaid. This is maybe slave
underpaid,
labor.
overworked.
Overworked.
Look at all the empty bins. Like there's at least 5 or 6 empty bins and some are like, they just have like stuff in them right now. Usually it's not nearly as many empty bins. So Packdown's gonna be really great. We're all loaded out. We are, as per usual, the last people to leave an event. We made it out before the rain and look at the skies are dark and stormy. Amazing weekend, but I'm ready to smash some Thai food and chill in the biggest way. It's Monday and look where I am, back in the studio as per usual. I wasn't planning to work today, but needed to unload the van. So here we are. It is really chaotic in here right now. There needs to be some serious organizing happening this week. I want to chat a little bit about Art-a-Whirl in general. I was kind of giving some thoughts throughout the weekend, but now having slept on it, having slept in, yeah, I just kind of want to let's just talk about it. First off, I think Art-a-Whirl is my favorite event I've ever done. This is my second year doing it. The energy that this event puts out is so good. Unlike a lot of other events that I do that are put on by event groups that do different events in different cities, this one is like a local, homegrown, organic event that's been happening for, I don't know, at least 25 years. Regardless, it's like a tradition. I would change a lot of things on my calendar before missing out on Art-a-Whirl. Super popular event in Minneapolis. Everyone's going there with the intention to like see all the local artists, check out all the studios, get that behind the scenes, connect with people. Like there's lots of interactive things going on. It's just fun. And outside of the big events, there's like one corridor where there's like a ton of stuff happening because there's breweries, there's food trucks, they close down the streets. So that area is obviously super, super busy. I wish that it was something, well, I guess it would take away from the charm, but I wish it was something that happened more often. I feel like you only get these moments of just positive community, good vibes. Like it's not very common that it happens. So when it all lines up, it feels so good. Okay, and now we'll talk about maybe some things I would change for next year. One, I definitely want to have same space as I had this year, but also have the studio open, because I think the fun of Art-a-Whirl is being able to go into the studios and see how these art businesses are running. So that is definitely a big goal next year. That means having the inventory and the people power to run two separate stations, but I think it would definitely be worth it. In terms of my market setup, I think we're getting like really close to perfection. Having the designated checkout spaces has been working really well. Everything has been way better labeled this year than I've ever done in the past, and I still think I can improve that. Even better signage about how to take care of things, pricing. Yeah, like anything I didn't have a price on, definitely people were like not sure about. I still have just like a white tent, like white top, white sides, everything. And I think that would be the next upgrade for me, is doing like custom designed tent walls, either like a pattern or stripes, just something to bring color, because in a sea of white tents, if your tent is pink and red striped or whatever it is, that's going to draw a lot of attention. Even just my little vinyl 10x1 banner, it stands out in a sea of just white tents and invites people in. Those are my thoughts as of today. That's all I've got. Thanks so much for watching. I haven't done a video in a while, but I wanted to take you along for this event specifically because it is just so much fun. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching along. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you got some ideas for your next event. Follow along for more.